Hello, Verbling members. How are you? Welcome. You know that verbling.com is where you can connect and practice your English instantly. All you need to do is click on the green button and you will be able to join this hour's grammar class. We will be doing some advanced grammar, and so I see some of my favorite students have joined, which is good news for me because I need your help to try out this new teaching idea that I have for using helping students to practice and maintain and improve their ability to use all of the conditional grammar in English. And so right now, if I could ask everyone to please mute their microphones so that our virtual classroom is quiet. And I'll go through to ask people to say hello, to introduce themselves, and maybe if they can tell me something that they will be able to do if they perfect their English. And we have somebody who wants to join the class. All right. Okay, so great. Ahmad, how are you?
I am fine. How are you, Geoff?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to have you here.
Thank you. Okay. My name is Ahmed. I'm from Saudi Arabia. The time I improve my English language, I will complete my study.
So you will be able to complete your study.
Yeah.
And just quickly, Oscar, we're hearing a lot of noise coming from your microphone. If you could please keep it muted for us, that would be great. Yes, excellent. Thank you. I'm going to move on to Ahmed.
Yeah.
Yes, please introduce yourself. Is this Ahmed Fatih?
Hello everybody.
Yes, hello.
How are you? My name is Ahmed Fathi. I'm from Egypt at Alexandria City. I'm 25 years old. And my English is very bad. And I want to learn it. Thank you, mister. Thank you.
No, good. And so if
it's good in English.
Sorry? Oscar?
I'm finished yet? I'm finished.
Yes. No.
Yeah, we're here.
Yes, great. I will come to you in a minute, Oscar. Thank you. So, Fatih, Ahmed?
Yeah, I'm with you.
If you improve your English, what will you be able to do?
I want to learn English. I'm working in programming, web designer, but my English to learning and typing, it's very bad.
Okay, so you will be able to do your programming job better?
Yeah.
Excellent, great. Yeah, and just quickly to everybody, welcome. We just ask that everyone keep their microphone muted so that the classroom is as quiet as possible. So, Oscar, can you hear me? Oscar?
Yes.
Yes. Could you please keep your microphone muted for us? Thank you. Thank you. And so, Alex, are you there?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, please, if you could introduce yourself and answer our question for today. What will you be able to do if you can improve your English?
Well, if I improve my English, I can go to work in other countries of language English. and so United Kingdom, other countries of Australia, and it's very interesting for me because I could work in other countries, for example.
Right. Yes. So if you improve your English, we use the future. You will be able to work in other countries.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. Great work. And so I'm going to move on to Kawe. Hello. How are you? And sorry,
hi.
I'm going to speak to Oscar quickly. Oscar.
Yeah.
Hello? Yes. I'm sorry.
Hello, how
but,
are you, sir?
could you please keep your microphone muted for us? We're hearing a lot of sound coming from your microphone.
I don't know for where, but I
Yes,
am
but
quite
what you need to do is on the screen you need to keep the microphone muted, please.
Yeah, it is quiet in here, but I don't know what is that.
Okay, so I'm going to mute your microphone for you, and if you can keep it muted, please, that would be great. Thank you. And so, Kawe, go ahead, please.
Oh, hi, teacher. I'm Kawe, and I'm from Brazil. And I think it's all.
Well, okay, and what will you be able to do if you can perfect your English?
I don't know exactly, but I just training my English to just for fun, mesmo.
Oh, okay. All right. Great. Yeah.
Thanks.
Excellent. Great. I think learning languages is a great hobby.
Yeah,
Ismail?
I think so too.
Yeah. Ismail, go ahead, please.
Yes, hello Jeff, hello everybody. I am Ismail from Turkey, Ankara. If I improve my English, I will be able to find a different job, maybe,
Okay.
I think.
And so what kind of job will you be able to find?
I want to fly in the commercial airlines.
Ah, okay, good. Right. So if you improve your English enough, you will be able to be a commercial pilot.
Yes, it is a must to be a commercial pilot in airlines industry.
Yes, that's what I've heard. Is English is very important, mandatory. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Julissa.
Hi,
Please
Jeff.
go ahead with an introduction.
Hello, everyone. My name is Julissa. I'm from Peru. And well, if I improve my English, this will help me to get a better job opportunity. And also, I would like to work as an English teacher here in my country.
Ah, sounds great. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. And hello, Oscar. Could you please turn on your microphone now?
Yeah.
Excellent. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm from Honduras. My name is Oscar. I am
Oscar,
19 years old.
yeah. Sorry, it
I
might
am
be
from
better.
Honduras. I am living in the United States.
Ah, great. It might be better if you turn off your video. Perhaps your sound will be better if you turn off your video. Let me come back to you in 1 minute.
Okay.
Please try to turn off your video. Osama? Hello,
Right
are you there?
Hi.
Yes, please introduce yourself.
My name is Osama. I'm from UAE, and I think if I'm able to learn English, I think it's good for me to know another nations or another people or another culture. So.
Yes. All right. Great. And thank you very much. I think that's great. I think that's great. And so I love the way you said, if I am ever able to learn English. That was very good. So, Roberto, how are you? So you need to turn on your microphone, Roberto. We can't hear you.
Sorry, I forgot it.
No problem. Please go ahead.
Well, I want to improve my English because I like traveling, and when I travel, I like to read about what I'm seeing, and only for this.
Okay, so to investigate the traveling, sorry, to read the history of where you are, or?
Well, when I travel to different countries, for example, Italy, I see.
You and so you're frozen there. You may want to turn off your video as well. I'm going to go ahead to Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. Well, I'm Vanessa from Spain, and if I work hard, I will be able to keep a conversation with a native people,
right,
and to improve my English.
Right, and we use the term native speakers.
Native speakers, okay.
Yeah, all right, to be able to understand those native speakers. That is a challenge. Okay, so here we go. It's wonderful to have you all here, and this is going to be a very different grammar lesson. So we are just going to go ahead and practice our grammar, and we are going to take a look at several of the different ways we change, several different ways that we use grammar. And let me, again, I'm doing too much talking already, so I'm going to use the screen share and show you this introduction. So let me see. Allah, hello, how are you?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, I'm glad to have you here.
Me too. Hi, Geoff, how are you?
I need some help today, but I've got a great team of students here. So could you please introduce yourself and then read the introduction, please?
Yeah, sure. My name is Ahla. I am from Saudi Arabia, and I do like Geoff's classes. I am regular here. So I should start reading now. Okay, conditional grammar is your magic time and reality machine. It allows you to transform the past, present, and future. The possibilities are endless. Let's use our magic grammar powers to change the past, the present. Let's think or dream about the future possibilities.
Okay, wonderful. I couldn't have read that better. So thank you. I'm going to move on to Ahmad, and please allow me to move this down. And so we're going to look at reality situation number 1. So could you please read the situation?
Okay. You are not a corporate lawyer.
We pronounce it corporate.
Corporate. You are
2
not
syllables.
Okay. You are not a corporate lawyer. You do not have a job, or you do have a job, but you don't make as much money as a corporate lawyer. You are a divorce lawyer thinking about changing your specialty. Is it divorce? Divorce, yes. Yeah, okay.
Specialty.
You are a divorce lawyer. Yeah, okay. You are a divorce lawyer thinking about changing your specialty. Specialty. You are a young student thinking about your future.
Okay. Now these are all possible realities in this situation. Okay? And so the 2 concepts that we're going to practice Number 1, could you read that, please?
Okay, number 1. Be or become a corporate lawyer to make a lot of money.
Okay, now those are the two concepts that we're going to be looking at. And of course, I hope you all realize that there is a connection between the verb to be and the verb to become. If you become something, you are that thing. Okay, so there is a connection between be and become, although they are different verbs. All right, so let's move on to our first situation. So we are going to talk about a hypothetical past. All right, and so, and of course, a hypothetical past is impossible because it's contrary to the reality that occurred. All right, and so, Ahmad, Fathi, please, if you could read these sentences, please.
Okay. Reading that?
I'm sorry, yes, the text that's on the screen, can you see it all right?
Okay, okay. If I had become to corporate lawyer, I would have to made a lot of money.
I would have made?
I would have made a lot of money.
Okay. And sorry, let me interrupt for 1 second. That sentence is made up of 2 parts, and both of those parts are referring to a hypothetical past that did not happen. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Now then the next sentence has exactly the same meaning. It's just been written in the different order. So please go ahead, Amit.
Can't you play again, please?
Yes.
I can't read that word.
Hypothetical past.
Hypothetical. Again, please.
Yes. No. Okay.
It's a long word.
Hypothetical. Oh, great job.
Okay. Hypothetical.
Those are some of the terms. Let's focus on the sentence. Could you please read the sentence that's there?
Okay. Hypothetical past. I would have made a lot of money if I had become to corporate lawyer.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, can someone share, and all you need to do, thank you so much, all you need to do is turn on your microphone and tell us who is saying this. Is there a situation? Okay, so actually maybe I'll go first in creating the story to explain who would say this. So I'm thinking of someone who is older, and maybe they are even retired. Let's say they are 70 years old, and they're not really happy with the money that they have made. Now, they might have been a lawyer, but maybe they worked in a different area. Maybe they had a different specialty or a specialty. And so they are thinking, wow, if I had become a corporate lawyer 50 years ago, I would have made a lot of money. Okay? Now, how are we doing? I hope we're doing okay. So I'm going to move on because I've got 3 full examples of this. So let's move on. The next one is a little different, and what I'll be doing this. B. And so let's move on, to, we have a new person that's joined us. Alex?
Yeah, hi, Geoff.
Yes, hi, hello. Could you introduce yourself to the group, and could you read our next 2 sentences?
Okay, my name is Alex. I'm from Republic of Georgia. Should I read the B? The
Please.
Sentence B? Okay. If I had become a corporate lawyer, I would be making a lot of money.
Yes, that's a combination of the hypothetical past and a hypothetical present. Okay, and then the second sentence, please.
I would be making a lot of money if I had become a corporate lawyer.
Okay, and that's the same statement reversed. And you can see the only difference in the grammar is when the clause with if comes first, you separate the two parts of the sentence with a comma. All right? So the first example, if I can quickly show that again, is a very common construction in English, and we're talking purely about the imaginary past, the hypothetical past. But it's also common in English to create a sentence where one part is talking about the imaginary past and one part is talking about an imaginary or hypothetical present. It's not true, but it's a hypothetical present. Okay, now, do I have any questions or comments? And really, we're just focusing on, do you understand the sentences?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so
Geoff,
what I'm going to... Yes? Yeah, Ismail? Great.
What is the meaning of A and B? What is the difference in the meaning of the sentences in A and B?
Okay, that's a great question. Now, there's not really a difference in the meaning, and both of those statements could have been made by the same person talking about the same situation. But in A, we are only talking about the past, and in B, we are talking about a hypothetical present. So someone is thinking to themselves, they are imagining, or they're thinking hypothetically, if I had become a corporate lawyer, right now I would be making a lot of money. Okay, so it's, if you'll allow me to be creative with this idea of changing the past and changing the present, this is what we're doing here. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Let's move on to C, because this is another very common construction in English. And I'm just going to isolate it on itself here. And so, Gawe, can you please read C for us?
Yeah. If I were a corporate lawyer, I would be making a lot of money, and I would be making a lot of money if I were a corporate lawyer.
Yes, corporate lawyer. Okay. Now this one is not talking about the past, the hypothetical past. It's always talking about the hypothetical present. And so this is completely impossible, unreal. But the person is thinking to themselves, wow, if I were, which is a special conjugation of the verb to be, I, he, she, it were, if I were a corporate lawyer right now, I would be making a lot of money. But what is the real situation? Probably, what is the real situation?
That you aren't a
He is not
corporate lawyer.
a corporate.
Second one, I think. I would be making a lot of money if I were a corporate lawyer.
Now, those two are the same. C has two sentences. Those sentences are the same. They're just written in the opposite order. So this person definitely is not a corporate lawyer, and they are not making as much money as a corporate lawyer does. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Anybody? Yeah. So they're
Yes.
thinking, wow, they're dreaming, they're imagining, wow, if I were a corporate lawyer, I would be making a lot of money now. But unfortunately, I'm not a corporate lawyer, and I'm making the money that I make. Okay? All right. So let's move on, and because we're going to do it all today, because I know you guys can do it. And so this is another construction where we are talking about the future, and so the future is always full of possibilities in this case, but this person is using the grammar that makes it sound like they're not really seriously talking about the future. They're very unsure about the future. They're just imagining about the future. Okay? And so Ismail, is it your turn?
Yes.
Please, go ahead.
D. If I became a corporate lawyer, I would make a lot of more money.
Sorry, I would make a lot more money.
Yes, I would make a lot more money.
And?
Hypothetical future. Hypothetical future.
Great.
I would make a lot more money if I became a corporate lawyer.
Okay. So this person, now there are many, many possibilities, but why I wrote this was that this is a person who is thinking about a possible change in their life, but they're using grammar that makes it sound like it's very unlikely. Okay, and I'm going to look for comments in the Verbling chat box as well, if anybody is watching this class. So this person is thinking about the possibility, if I became a corporate lawyer, I would make a lot more money. Okay. So perhaps this person is doing a job, but they're thinking about changing. Perhaps this person is young and they're thinking about going to university, but they're not thinking very seriously about it. Or they're using language which makes it sound less likely, less certain. Okay? So let's move on to the next one. And again, I hope that by the end of the class, with all the practice we get, you'll have a better idea of these grammar structures. Okay? And this last one here, E, is very common. And so this situation is a little different. And so I'm going to ask Julissa, could you please read E for us?
Yes. E. If I become a corporate lawyer, I will make a lot of money. Possible future, possible future. I will make a lot of money if I become a corporate lawyer. Possible future, possible future.
Okay. Now, part of learning any language is to read and listen and practice enough so that things start sounding right, or you start recognizing things by the way they sound. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this down and put these two examples together. And now, again, there are so many different possibilities. I can't list all the possibilities for you. But let's use a scenario of a young person who is in high school and they're thinking about going to university and they're thinking about what they're going to study. And so they would both of these statements are possible. But D sounds less likely, more sort of imagining or dreaming about what they could do. And then E sounds quite clear and confident and definitely possible, as though they are making a plan. It's much more certain. Okay? So at this point, do we have any questions or comments?
Yes, I have a question.
Sure, great.
In letter D, would it be correct if we say, if I become a corporate lawyer, I could make a lot of money?
No, I'm sorry. Yes, I think you've maybe even picked up on a mistake. And so, because, let me think about that, because I might have a mistake there. Because if I become a corporate lawyer, no, hold on. If I became, now, that's a really good question. But in D, it's the past tense.
Yes.
Yeah, and so that is correct. But sorry, go ahead, Vanessa.
This is the first conditional, and we use the if plus the present plus the will. And
right.
in the other in D, we'll use the present and the will. And this is the first conditional.
Yeah, and in D, we use the past tense and would.
And this is the second conditional.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you a link about this.
Now, no, but thank you, Julissa. And what confused me is the verb to become is to become is present, became is past, and become is the past participle. So, yeah, you just surprised me a little bit there, Julissa, but thank you for your question.
No, thanks. So in E, if I become, this is the past participle.
No, sorry, in E, it is present tense in the one part of the sentence and future with will in the second part of the sentence.
Okay, so this is the form. Present tense goes with will.
Correct. And it makes, and the language makes it sound very certain, very possible, and actually almost a plan that the person is making. Wow, yeah.
While in D is uncertain, not serious.
Correct. Now again, there are lots of different possibilities, but the person is thinking about possibilities, but not in a certain way. These are things that are less likely.
Okay.
So this person is saying they're not confident that they could become a corporate lawyer, but they're considering it.
Okay.
But in E, it sounds that they're very confident. Yeah, okay, if I become a corporate lawyer, I will make a lot of money. Yeah, okay. Great. No, thank you so much for your questions and interaction. All right, and so let's move on to reality number 2. And maybe you'll be ready to write your own reality after this, after this one. But I have another example. So where are we? Leon, are you there? We can't hear you, so you may need to turn on your microphone by clicking on the screen. I'll come back to you next turn. And so, Vanessa, could you read our reality 2, please?
Sure. Reality 2. Do you not speak English perfectly? You are not really satisfied with your job. You are thinking about changing your possibilities for the future. You are a young student thinking about your future. 1.
Okay. Please go ahead.
1. Learn to speak English perfectly or to speak English perfectly. 2. Get or have better job.
All right. And so learn to speak English perfectly has a link with the ability to speak English perfectly. If you learn to speak English perfectly, you will be able to speak English perfectly. And then get and have a connection. Get is to obtain or to receive. And so if you get a better job, you will have a better job. That's the connection between the verbs, the different verbs that are in our concepts there. All right. So then, Leon, are you there? Okay, I'm sorry, Leon, we can't hear you. So, and I think, let's go to Ala.
Yes.
Okay, if you could read A for us, please.
Yeah, sure. If I had learned to speak English perfectly, I would have gotten a better job. Hypothetical past. Hypothetical past. I would have gotten a better job.
Sorry, hypothetical.
Yes, hypothetical past. Next sentence. I would have gotten a better job if I had learned to speak English perfectly. Hypothetical past. Hypothetical past.
Okay, perfect. And so, could someone explain the story? Who is saying this? What is the situation? Just turn on your mic and say, Geoff. This is your chance, and I'll be here to help you.
Okay, Geoff.
Okay, great.
Can I comment?
Please.
Yeah, okay. Here, I think he is one, you can say someone who is in his 50s or 60s, someone old. Yeah,
okay.
he's talking about if he had learned to speak English perfectly, he would have, sorry, yeah, he would have, yes.
Yes, he would have.
Gotten better job, yeah.
Okay. And
I
so,
think
please go ahead.
I think it's hypothetical when a situation that you would like to do in the past, but you didn't.
That's right. And so you're kind of expressing regret about the past.
Okay.
Yeah. And now, I don't know if they still have the job or not, but they're obviously not happy with the job that they got in the past.
Yeah.
So they're not talking about their present situation. They're talking about the past. So sometime in the past, they got a job, and they weren't really happy with it. And so they're thinking, wow, if I had learned to speak English perfectly in the past, I would have gotten a better job. Okay? So completely talking about the past here. And often this is referred to as the third conditional. Okay? All right, and so let's move on to the next one. Sorry. Let's move on to B. This is the mixture that's quite common in English. So, Ahmad, Fathi,
yeah,
could you read B, please?
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, Ahmad Fathi, is it your turn?
I listen me.
Yes, please go ahead with B.
Okay, as you. So, just writing.
Please, if you could read. Yes, thank you.
Okay. I would have better the job if I had learned to speak English. Perfect.
Perfectly.
Present. Hypothetical past.
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical past.
Great.
If I had learned to speak English perfect, I would have to better job. Hypothetical.
Okay.
Again, just read again.
Yes.
Hypothetical.
It starts with hi. Hypothetical.
Hypothetical past.
That sounds better. Okay, great. Thank you. And to speak English perfectly. All right, and so this is the same situation, perhaps. in option A, they were referring to the job that they got in the past, and in situation B, they're referring to the job that they have now. But A and B are very similar in meaning, and definitely they could have been said by the same person, talking about the same situation. Okay? So, let's
Geoff?
move ahead. Yes, go ahead, please.
I think that in B, somebody
Yes.
can change their situation.
Sorry, in B, again, please.
In the,
sorry, I'm going to, Isabel, I'm going to mute your microphone.
I think, for example, in A, we couldn't learn English perfectly from that time.
Correct.
But in B, there is a small chance. We have a chance to learn English perfectly. We have time or any opportunity, I think. Is it true?
No, I really appreciate your question, but no. Because actually, if you look at the phrase, if I had learned to speak English perfectly, it's the same in both sentences. You're referring to an imaginary past, and you can only go back to the past with grammar. So, unfortunately, it's impossible for them to go back in the past and learn English.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same phrase. Only the second part of the sentence, and I should say clause, I'm sorry, it's the same clause. The second part of the sentence is a little different. One is talking about the hypothetical past. I would have gotten a better job. And the other one is an imaginary present that is not true. It's contrary to reality. I would have a better job. So this person wishes that they had learned English earlier so that they could have gotten a better job, or that they could have, so that they would have a better job right now. But it's just imagining about a possible hypothetical present or past.
Why are we saying two different sentences in a same meaning, Geoff?
Well, sorry, which sentences?
For example, when A and B have the same meaning, why we are saying...
okay. Now, they don't have... Right. Sorry, they don't have exactly the same meaning, but they could be talking about the exact same situation. They're expressing the same kinds of emotions or feelings or opinions. But the grammar is a little differently. The grammar is a little different because we're hypothetically changing the past and we're hypothetically changing the present. Okay, so I hope that that's a little better for you. And then I'm going to move on, but thank you so much for your questions. Let's move on to C, which is another possibility here. And I think I skipped Ahmad. Fatani. Did I?
Yeah, I'm Ahmed. Yeah.
Please go ahead with. Have you had your turn or?
Yes. Yeah. Before Ahmed Fathi.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So great, Alex. Please go ahead with C.
Okay. If I spoke English perfectly, I would have a better job. I would have a better job if I spoke English perfectly.
Okay. So, in this situation, the person is using their imagination and their grammar to talk about a hypothetical present situation that is not true. So, and just to help, if somebody can quickly give us an idea of who might have said this?
Probably someone who doesn't speak English that well and probably doesn't like his job.
Okay, I couldn't have said it better. Great. All right. So I'm going to move on. And let's, sorry, I clicked on the wrong file. Let's try this one. Let's move on to D. Okay. So let's read this one. And so who do we have here? Carl, hello.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, great. If you could quickly introduce yourself and if you could read D for us.
Sure, but can you post me the link? I don't have the link.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're only using the screen share today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Carl, and I'm from China. If I learn to speak English perfectly, I would be able to get a better job.
Okay. And the other version, please.
Okay. I would be able to get a better job if I learn to speak English perfectly.
Okay. So this is a person. It's in this. They're in the same situation, or maybe, yeah, they're in the same situation. So they don't speak English well enough, in their opinion, and they're not really happy with their job. And so they're thinking about possible ways of changing their situation. So they're considering, although maybe not seriously, and they're using language that makes their idea not, it doesn't sound very probable. Okay? It's probably not going to happen at this point because of the grammar they're using. But they're thinking, wow, you know, if I learned to speak English perfectly, I would be able to get a better job. Maybe I should think about improving my English. Any comments?
Yes, Geoff, probably
Yes.
a little somewhat unrelated, but why are you referring to the person as they?
Now that's a good question, and it's very basic, and it goes right back to basic English classes, where we always tell students that he and she are singular people. But in English, very frequently, we refer to unidentified single people as they. So if you're talking about a person in general, and we don't know whether they're he, because he in English is always for men, and if you don't know, it's she, because she is always for women. So we use they to refer to one person. So in English, they is singular, and they is plural.
Okay, thank you.
It's a mistake that all of us, all of the English teachers make in the first lessons we teach. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, and then let's see if we can fill in one for ourselves. And so here is E, and so this person is using very clear grammar. And sorry, thank you, Carl. Great job. And so, Kawe, please go ahead with E.
Yeah, so if I learn to speak English perfectly, I will be able to get a better job, and I will be able to get a better job if I learn to speak English perfectly.
Okay, so again, a very similar situation as D, but this person is using the grammar that makes it sound much more possible, much more likely. Okay? And it sounds as though they're more serious about it. All right. And
can you scroll up, please?
Yes,
to
let's do that.
the
To show both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I can do that. There they are. So, one person, in D.
Right, I saw the difference.
Right, great, awesome. And this is what I want to try and encourage students to do, is just look at the grammar and understand the situation and the context, and that will help you so much with these kinds of statements, which really just have so many possibilities. They're endless possibilities. All right, so let's see if we can write one for ourselves. You knew this was coming. And so we don't have much time left, but we don't have to complete everything, of course. And I'm not going to put anybody on the spot, so you can choose to listen if you want. But I really would love it if people would participate, and I'm here to help you. So this is the reality quiz. So perfect. Ismail, could you read this for us, please?
Yes. You don't eat a healthy diet. You are not in good health. You don't have much energy. One, eat a healthy diet. Two, feel better and have more energy.
Okay, and so really, if you want to give your answer verbally, if you want to type and put your answer into the chat box, just go ahead. Some statements about,
for example,
this. Yes, great, Julissa.
I could say, if I eat a healthy diet, I will feel better and have more energy.
Okay, that sounds wonderful.
Can I say another example?
Excellent, of course.
If I had eaten a healthy diet, I would have much more energy. I would have got much more energy.
Okay, now just that sounds great, but just help me out. So could you repeat the first clause, please?
Okay, if I had eaten a healthy diet.
Yes.
This is the first condition.
Right, and then do you want to talk about a hypothetical past or a hypothetical present?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ala, please go ahead with that second clause.
The second one, I would have got much energy.
Okay. I would have. Now, maybe it sounds better to say I would have had.
Had. Okay.
In the past.
Have had. Yes.
Yeah.
Can I try?
Yes. Fantastic.
If you didn't eat a healthy diet, you wouldn't have a good health.
Okay. Now, sorry. Let's start again with the first one. And if I eat, I will feel better. If I had eaten, I would. If I had eaten, I would have had more energy. So I wanted to put the two examples in the chat box. And so Vanessa, again, please. Sorry, with the first part.
If you didn't eat a healthy diet.
Okay. Now, if you didn't eat. No, sorry. If I didn't, no, because what's your idea? Do you want what's the hypothetical past or hypothetical present or?
Hypothetical past.
Oh, okay. So
about if you don't eat a healthy diet, or if you didn't eat a healthy diet, you can feel good. No,
but that sounds great. So the fact is you did eat a healthy diet. That's the reality?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So if I had not eaten a healthy diet. And so what do you want to say in the second part of the sentence?
And that you will feel better.
Okay, now, sorry, I'm going to put this first part here. And it's not the grammar I'm worried about. I just don't quite understand what you want to communicate. So
Okay.
you said, if I had not eaten a healthy diet. So that means in the past, you were eating healthy food.
Yes.
This probably has to do with you. But if you had not eaten a healthy diet in the past, how would you feel now? Or with the second part of the sentence, do you want to talk about a hypothetical past or hypothetical present?
A hypothetical present about how do you feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So try that. And I just want to, Mine is there. Hi, Mine. If I had not eaten a healthy diet, I would have been sick. Okay, I like that. I like that. That's the hypothetical past. I would have been sick. So, but yours is different, Vanessa. Go ahead with your second idea.
If I have not eaten a healthy diet, I would be able to feel better. I don't know how to make a second
okay.
part.
All right. So I'll help you. And then, so thank you. I'm just going to write it. And so let's get somebody else with an idea. We've only got a few minutes left.
Can I try?
Yeah.
I want to put both clauses in the past. So
Great.
If I had eaten healthy food, I would have had more energy. Is this correct?
Okay. So I want to repeat Vanessa's, and I'm giving myself a little time to think. So if I had not eaten a healthy diet, I would not feel good now. But the reality is you did eat a healthy diet, and so you do feel good now. Okay? And Joseph, hello. But you didn't come early. So if I had come early, I would not have missed the class. Yes, sorry. And so could you repeat yours again, please, Alex? Sorry.
Oh, if I had eaten healthy food, I would have had more energy.
Yes, perfect. So if I had eaten healthy food, you didn't. So this is an imaginary past. You would have felt, sorry, your exact words again?
I would have had more energy.
Good. Perfect. Thank you so much for repeating everything. If I had eaten a healthy diet, I would have had more energy. But you didn't have more energy. Maybe you have energy now because we're talking about the past.
Yeah,
but
probably.
you didn't eat healthy food in the past, and you didn't have a lot of energy in the past. Wonderful. Do we have another example? We've got time for one more.
Yes, I have one more. Could I say, if I ate a healthy diet, I would feel better?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely. And you're kind of, you're not thinking, this is hard to explain, but you understand that you're making it sound as though you're only thinking about it. And maybe at this point it doesn't sound like you're going to do it. You're just kind of considering the idea of changing your diet. Yeah, but it's unlikely. It sounds unlikely at this point. Okay. And one more. That was wonderful. So one more idea, and then we'll have to end the class. Ismail, do you want to try just any comment?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I hadn't eat a healthy diet.
Okay, if I hadn't eaten a healthy diet.
That
means you did.
I wouldn't have felt better and had more energy.
Okay, I wouldn't have felt better. Okay, so, you're saying that you did eat good food, you did eat a healthy diet, you did feel good. But if you had not eaten a healthy diet, you would not have felt so good during the past. That's the idea. So if I had not eaten a healthy diet, I would not feel good now. Yeah, well, that's the idea. Yeah, I would not be as healthy as I am now. So I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn how to say some of these things in Spanish, and it just takes a lot of practice. My only advice for you is to focus on communication first. So what idea do you want to express? Make sure that that idea is very clear, and then just keep trying to express that idea until it comes out correctly, and then, practice it 1,000 times. Okay. Thanks to all of you. It was wonderful having so many of my favorite students here.
Thanks.
I really appreciated the support from all of you. Nice to meet some new people. And you can send me some of your grammar ideas on Google+. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Geoff.
Bye-bye.